Muffin Top. Short Thursday chat, guys. No more than an hour. Muffin Top's got to get a little extra sleep because Muffin Top's got a security gig after work tomorrow. So I'm going to get a small nap before that and then a 12-hour. So Muffin Top's schedule is going to be all out of whack this weekend. I'm joined with Slideshow Bob, the only, the greatest, the loyalist of friends of Muffin Top, the only to show up.
Howdy. Yeah, like I was saying, big score, Safariland holster.
Yeah.
50 muffins. Get to try it out and see if I like it or hate it. I really haven't done much with tier 3 holsters. I've only really done tier 1s.
Yeah. I think I like 2.
What is 2? So
It's just you push it down and a button or a hood flip.
okay.
So yeah, 3 is you push down, push the button, and then like another button or vice versa, or some sort of ulterior thing, an extra point of defeat being the holster.
Yeah, it's
If that
just
makes sense.
yeah. I mean,
Just another point. Yeah, just another point of it could be like a push down, push the button, whichever may be with your finger thumb, and then like a tilt. All kinds. I don't know. People make all kinds of shit, but usually hoods. Good to do.
that they do. So you gonna tell your dagger story now?
Yep, I'm gonna do the dagger story. Well, let's see here who we got.
What about your diary?
Don't worry about what's in my diary. What's in your diary?
Not Joe Biden.
That's true.
What do you mean, Joe Biden's in mine?
Oh no, he touched you in the shower too, just like his own daughter. I just want to remind everybody that old Daddy Biden, that people that everybody are defending and love, did stuff to his own daughter. How do you think he did you in your country, bro? Just saying, that's disgusting. Randy Butternubs, first dude in the house. What's up, Randy? Lawfully Arm, you were not first, sir. You were second.
Not on my screen.
Same time.
On my screen, I got Randy.
Randy.
Randy's true number 1.
All right. Randy can have it.
Yeah. No, freaking Prepared Citizens live too. Hutch is live. It's a bad night to be live, I guess. But it's Muffin Top's.
Hutch's stream ended.
Oh, he just ended? Nice.
It was ended a minute ago.
Yeah, I was lurking at the tail end of it. I was looking up some stuff. We're gonna do a short chat tonight. We're gonna try and get a stockpile up a little bit of sleep for tomorrow. Grits and Grace. Hell, didn't even get the notification. Hey man, that's all right. You're chilling over there with Jay, and Jay is totally recommended my Muffin Top. I got nothing bad about that. We can all be buddies. But yeah, sometimes notifications on YouTube's lame. But so I sold the dagger, and I was adding it up, and I think I only built it out for $450 or maybe $475. I sold it for $650 muffins in Minecraft.
$650 for a dagger?
Yeah, well, I got the dot on it, and the GG Magwell, and the tactical pontoon trigger. Okay. No, wait, with the trigger. Wait. No, yeah. I got like 400 in the dot and the trigger, plus the P. Yeah, I got.
Be careful.
About 650.
Be careful bragging. Be careful bragging. They care.
Hey.
He ain't bragging.
I probably had about 650 in it.
Can I just call you Bob for short?
Oh, go ahead.
The slideshow is a tongue twister.
Slideshow is so hard to say. Are you drunk?
It makes me want to say sideshow, and that doesn't sound any better.
Well, no, Sideshow's the actual character, but I don't want to get copyrighted from Disney and Fox.
I'm tracking now.
You careful with your tongue twisters, lawfully.
I try to.
I wanted to have a conversation with Lawfully before this happened, but, that didn't happen.
Grunt Proof said gay.
Hey, Grunt Proof, you're lurking over in Jay's stream, bro. What are you doing over here, killer? No, that's cool. That's badass, man. So where do y'all fall on weapons lights?
Don't go too cheap. Don't go too expensive.
Do you run it on everything that you care to pew something at?
I mean,
Everything for work.
As in rifle and pistol?
I should.
It's dark. It's dark half the day.
That's what I'm saying.
Right,
Um,
right now my AR one is currently loaned out to Fiend Dog.
Fiend
And
Dog.
even when God's Lantern is on, inside of places, it's not always got power.
So how do you feel? Okay. Um, I'm a weapons lights guy, and I think for rifles you should have your kill flash, whatever your cover cap for negligent discharge, right? But
Eh,
for pistol, I don't know as if you'd really need the cap because it's going to be in your holster, right? I can see the point made if you don't have a tail cap on or a front cap on your light on a rifle. Somebody shines at you, they catch the glint of that, boom, you show yourself off, which is why. And for you, if you accidentally actuate your button, or sticks happen, nature happens, but there's no way I'm not running a light on a gun, even if I in this magical world had nods, which I'm a poor, I don't have nods. So to confirm my target, I need a light. To blind and freeze my targets, which most of my targets are varmints, I shoot a lot of stuff hitting it with the light in the eyes in Minecraft, and gives you that extra second to line it up, right?
I mean, that's what people say. It's the best time to go hunting.
I mean, it works really good. It works pretty good for two-legged critters too, because 80% of the time that I ever had to do anything, I just used a light instead of a pew.
Well, I feel like confrontation 9 times out of 10 makes people back away.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. I had heard a conversation that I disagreed with, but it wasn't my conversation to be had. And the guy was pretty well set in his ways. He was just straight on nods, no lights, and I'm like, okay, man, well, you're loaded. Not everybody's loaded, so you know what I mean.
Yeah,
uh,
he's calling you a broke boy. That's what I'm getting.
I'm like, well, no. It's not like that. They're a friend. They're an ally, but there's no way I'm running a weapon without a light myself. Even with nods, I think the light is so handy. So yes, Demo Man Don has an awesome channel. Check out Grit and Grace. Oh, look at that! People, Lawfully Arms already doing it. You're doing great, Lawfully Arm. Good work. You're doing the Lord's work, child. Did you get a chance to? Are you upgrading your hardware, or have you looked at that hard yet, or are you just kind of floating the idea around in your head still?
what hardware?
Laptop. I think you were talking pretty
Uh,
eyeballing it fairly hard.
yeah, I hadn't done anything with that yet.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
In a holding pattern.
Holding pattern is active. It's all good.
I feel like you don't need anything too powerful.
Yeah, but you
Probably,
can get
probably
and
just get some better earbuds to start, better headset or something.
yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but he's not playing Minecraft, so
No. And honestly, if you go and ask like anywhere, like how I got a really good deal on my MSI gaming laptop, and no, it's not top of the line or nothing, but I was like, hey man, can you give me a deal on this? The manager came over, looked it up on their phone. They said, yeah, that's the last one in stock or whatever. I'm like, well, give me a hell of a deal and I'll walk out with it today. So they said, it's the display one, so 300 muffins. I was like, yeah, cool. It was just my first entry laptop into PC gaming because I wanted to play 7 Days to Die.
Good
And
name.
I asked my buddy, great game. And I asked my buddy, I was like, hey, will the game play on this? And he's like, oh yeah, no problem. So it's like, okay, fuck, for $300. Manager comes back, he's like, actually, we sold the display. All we have left's a brand new one. I'm like, well, bro, you said $300, so I got a brand new one for $300.
You're like Fiend Dog getting people in trouble in stores.
Well, he's the manager, and he said it, and he already agreed to it. So
No, I know, but whenever we go to a store, he always causes a ruckus.
Demo Man says he puts a Roman candle in his bayonet slot on his rifle. That's hilarious. Yeah, make sure you guys check out Grunt Proof. That guy is a wealth of knowledge, and I should probably listen to him more on my cut and weight because that guy is very skinny, and then he's strong. He's a strong man.
Rock.
Yeah. Not even just ruck, but a lot of his stuff is, just running up and down the road and stuff. Like that's free. Everybody has something they can run up and down. Like he does
Yeah.
intermittent, like sprinting, running, and then like do some PT, and then do some more, and then time stuff. Like however you got to pace yourself to make it in that time. If you got to do a little bit of jogging or a little bit of running here, and then take a breather and then run again or whatever. Like that's the way. He's a smart dude in that aspect. Anyway, so I sold the dagger, and as I had heard from Lawfully, since he sold a used one for under 2 muffins, the resale rate on him is not great, and I had 0 issues with it. I don't even know as if I actually got. I don't even know if I put 500 rounds through that thing. So I mean, it's not like it was giving me any grief or anything. I think I just got caught up in the gun tubing stuff of. If all reliability else fails, the one thing I want on me is I'd rather have a Glock over a PSA. So going back to the Glock, the OG Glock, right? But yeah, all everything around me Koa wise is sold out, so I had to order one in. I got a couple leads on it. One guy is looking out for me, and then I might have another buddy do a blue line label for me. So we'll see how that works out. But I told him I pitch him $100 and he can keep the extra mag. We'll see how that goes.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, he doesn't need it. He just got the fucking 47 MOS last year, so and that's what he's running for duty. So he's pretty happy with it.
That's what I heard that the state police here are getting ready to go to.
Yeah, a lot
47
of people,
with the Koa.
Yeah, a lot of people switch to it. Well, it makes sense because like 19
It
whatever.
19 recoil spring, right? Like that's
19 grip, 19 frame, right?
no
19 frame. 19 frame, 17 length sliding barrel, but it uses the 19 spring because it's got the longer dust cover on the slide.
That's the
whole point
49.
of it.
I thought the 47.
Yeah, that's the 49. Excuse me. 47 is the full size. It's a G45 frame with a 17 length sliding barrel with the longer dust cover.
See, I lose track of all this.
Yeah, no, I wish they'd just call it the 19X2 or some shit.
Because I thought the 47 just has the 19 recoil spring. Like that's the only difference.
I'll probably just keep it simple, stupid, and just go 19.
The whole point on all these Gen 5 guns is they're trying to simplify the parts list even further. All these crossover models, all of the Gen 5 9mm use the same locking lug now.
Heck yeah.
So, previous generations, if you wanted to mix and match slides or barrels, you had, barrel lengths, you had to use a different locking block for the different length barrels. And now they're all the same.
It makes some sort of sense. But yeah, that's on the to-do list to pick up, but it's not like I need it right now, and it's not bad to have a little bit of cash stashed away right now in today's day and age. So if something bad happens, well, got a little bit of liquid cash there, and if not, well, then I'll just wait for the right deal, right? It's not like I'm pewless. And I have fallen back in love with the QVO holster. I didn't end up giving him the dagger holster. I did try it with the Glock, and I still had it. What the issue wasn't as bad as the full-on crank I had to do to draw the dagger, but it was still there. So I just said, it was good.
Would you go back to it, or you're done?
I'd shoot a dagger. There's nothing wrong with it. But if I'm going to, honestly, probably the Gen 5 with as much shooting as I've really been getting in, which I wish I could do more, but I'm really trying not to shoot, just basically just dry fire. The Gen 5 lasts me way longer than the dagger anyway. So, and the Gen 5 has a better barrel, I think, more accurate barrel. But we can ask Lawfully for his opinion on that.
Glock claims that the Gen 5 barrels are twice as accurate as any previous generation. Like mechanically twice as accurate, not you shoot it twice as accurately.
Right. Oh, yeah, nothing wrong with Fed Guns, Demo Man. Demo Man, I think I sent you a link, my dude.
A nice revolver is always good.
Randy Butternubs took his muffin to the gym today, going again tomorrow. Good work, Randy Butternubs. I need to get back on that. The being sick and all that really messes with my routine. I'm having problems. But yeah. Gotta get back on it.
Yeah, you haven't even been doing your walk and talk.
I know. I was really trying to do that like 3 or 4 days a week, and then it's got a lot of stuff going on after work these days, and I'll probably do a walk and talk while I'm doing a walk around the perimeter deal at my little gig tomorrow night, but we'll see how that goes.
What up, Mac? How are you feeling today?
What up, Mac? Yeah, Fud guns are man guns. Well, I don't know about all that, Mac. I'll send Mac an invite here. You're not gonna. Hutch was talking about doing something live. I don't know what time he was trying to still hash that out, but if you guys are up, I'm doing a short chat tonight, guys. So I'm gonna try and stockpile some sleep. I'm not
Instead of a walk and talk, it's a fat yak.
Yeah, that makes me feel good about myself.
Did you get your mission details for this sleep resting you need, or
no? I just need to sleep, man. Just need to sleep. I'm going to be working my regular 8 hours tomorrow, and then kind of come home and cook dinner and eat with the family, and then catch a quick cat nap, and then be up for 12 hours. Like,
you just stand there, make sure no one's doing anything dumb?
No, patrolling. I'm going to walk around. The static position's so dumb. I'm rotating with a guy. He's a friend, and we've done some stuff together. So
I didn't know what your security included. If it was like Breaking Bad.
I don't know. This guy just called me because they needed somebody quick last minute, and I didn't have anything going on Friday night, so I said yes. So.
Oh, okay. I missed that part. You can be fat and yak tonight then.
Yeah, you're a bastard. I love you. Yeah, I'll get my walking in for sure Friday. So, went for a walk with the boy and R yesterday. Walked around, played some Pokemon Go, and it was really nice. And then by the time we got back after the sun dropped, boy, the temperature dropped quick. And I was like, man, come on. We were just enjoying the nice weather, so that was good. We got probably about a 3 or 4 mile in for that, so it was good. It was a good little walking around. Do you Pokemon Go to the polls? Oh, I don't know about that, but the Wild Maccabeus is rolling on in. I just like Pokemon, man. What do you want from me? It's just incentivizing me to walk around even more, so I'll take it. Oh, nice. A mag member that I'm doing a workout with switched up their diet. Basically, what I'm doing, and they just cut 8 pounds in about a week and a half. That's good.
Observing observatory. I don't think it's a dead end. It just doesn't have the energy that YouTube does.
What's that? Rumble?
Yeah.
No,
That
I don't think
place.
it's a dead end. It's a
I still think it's worthwhile. It's just hard. It's insufferable to like set up on mobile.
right. Think about this: if we get another administration in that wants to 180 everything that has just happened here again, and they want to go after everything like that, YouTube's going to be pretty well hook, line, and sinkered with it. You need to have the options open. That's why I also have an Instagram, and there's a lot of networking with Pew guys over there. That's why everybody's trying all kinds of different platforms, whether it's Subscribestar, whether it's all kinds of crap, man. There's all kinds of crap I don't even know about. But having an alternative out there and simul streaming to everything, X, whatever, you should do it. Because at one point or the other, that could be your backup. Two is one and one is none. Well, if they gig YouTube, that's your only one, man. So, what up, Mac?
Oh, not a whole lot. Just sitting here with my own burdens to bear. You know how that is.
Yeah, I feel you, brother. How's the back? I heard last chat you was talking about your having some issues and stuff, increased issues.
Yeah, Saturday morning, I kind of leaned forward to cough, and I heard and felt it pop in my upper back.
Yeah.
And it actually felt pretty good for a couple minutes after that, and then it started hurting real bad. And I come up here to loft, sat down, and it was hurting worse than any of the other pain I've had. It was bad, almost to the toothache bad.
Yeah.
And 7 o'clock that evening, I called the ambulance and went to the ER. And he said he thought I had tore a muscle. And what I think happened is that rib that's been bothering me was popped in, and it popped back out when I coughed, and the muscles realigned. That's what I think happened. Doctors are fucking stupid. It's a big waste of money for them to even go to school, them ignorant motherfuckers.
Well, some of them know what they're doing. Yeah, same. My back and my knees are killing me. I think honestly, my knees were doing a lot better when I was doing more walking and stuff. So I got to get back on that. But yeah, it's been a rough couple days over here too, man. Not to that extent, but I don't have time to get into the chiropractor or everything, so I'm just doing my own stretches and shit and just getting over it because I got other shit to do, other stuff lined up. So
So then they act like it's some big deal to give you a fucking hydrocodone.
yeah,
It's the low dose hydrocodone, and I'm not gonna. I got enough self control. I'm not gonna sit here and eat them like fucking candy. If it's that bad, we need to go on it into a deeper level with the doctor and maybe do something else.
Yeah, I don't take anything right now, not even Tylenol or ibuprofen. I've just been putting on the big smile and getting the fuck over it face, just trying to go nothing.
Well, my lower back shit was easier to handle than this shit. Everything affects this: my breathing, my coughing. My coughing's now like. It ain't even a good, healthy cough anymore. Because if I cough too hard, it fucking kills my back, and all around the front and shit.
Modern Frontiersman, what's up, brother? Thanks for lurking. Appreciate you. We got to do another chat one of these days, Modern. I know you just got. Did you just get back from your training with Grant Proof and Jay? I don't know how long that deal goes for. If you guys are just chilling after your day.
He did. If he's not still there, he uploaded some shorts today.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I've seen them all. They uploaded some stuff, but I didn't know if they were still in transit or if they were sleeping the day and then traveling or whatever. But yeah, go check out Modern Frontiersman, man. That guy is he's doing good stuff. He does a lot of leather working, so if you want custom leather work, that's your guy.
So what's the deal with the 1911? Everybody don't like the AR hates on the 1911. It's because it don't have the magazine capacity that the Glocks have. Is that the main issue or what?
But for me, yeah, that plus the weight. I can carry 2 fucking guns for the price of one for that. I don't hate 1911s. I shoot them at the range, but I won't carry one for that reason. I got enough problems holding up my pants. I got a flat ass and a big muffin top. I don't need an extra fucking pound on top of it.
Well, I got a flat ass too. I don't have the muffin top so much, but
See, I got a core belt, so it's like a big zip tie. So it pretty much
yeah.
senses all my shit to my hips. So that's how I keep it all up.
Yeah, anything I've ever wore, I have to put usually some kind of suspenders on them.
Yeah.
You know, even when I was a carpenter, I had to put suspenders on my tool belt because it was impossible to keep it up. You could make a landing strip down my back, clear to my feet.
Hell yeah. No, I just especially after, I used it for work, I really can't get off the Glock, man. It's just too comfortable, and now I got too many mags and too many holsters, and it's just the one for muffin top. So
I like Glocks. I've used them professionally, but I've never invested in and bought one.
yeah,
I've just always had the 1911 and 357 wheel gun. Hell, I've had that thing for over 30 years.
I like me a 357 wheel. Grit and Grace, thoughts on the Kimber Micro 9?
Don't do it.
I'll let you know that probably about the last 5 or 6 Kimbers that have came out have became real big shitty duds, and then they dried up the parts market on them. I have a family member who has that little Micro 1911 380, and I don't want it, but when he passes, I'll probably get it. So, and Lawfully said I got to go buy a recoil spring and mags because they're done. 365 is too big for you, really? It's actually pretty nice. I tell you, I'd look at the Glock 43X, but I'm also biased, and we have one in rotation here, and R has one in rotation, and I very much want another one here for me, for appendix carry myself. But
Pat Wright says, "Hey, oh,
hey, Pat, I sent you a link, my dude.
that was a lot of O's."
He hadn't said hey oh in a while. Had to bust it out on muffin top.
Now he starts his shorts with it. I love it.
Yeah, I need to get back to doing.
It's his signature holler now.
Yeah, man. That's Pat. Did I not send Pat a link? Let's see.
Did you forget to hit enter again?
That could be. I did send out a shitload of them, and only Slideshow Bob.
Pat says he has a Micro 9 and loves it.
Yuck, Pat! Don't be lying to me.
I'm not saying that they're bad guns. I know a dude that shot himself with his, but
Jesus.
well, the moral of the story is don't be dropping your mistress off at the airport with your pocket rocket in your pocket with no holster and your Blue Chew in your other pocket.
Oh, come on, man. If
I
you
guess
wanted
his wife had to find out he was cheating. That was the way to find out.
I guess I'd say if you want a smaller gun than that, I do like a Ruger LCP Max or the Bodyguard 2.0. Grit and Grace. Those are all muffin top has shot and knows people with them. Not the I haven't messed with the LCP Max, but the LCP line is pretty solid for smaller carry firearm. Or if that's too big, you could try even just the, if you wanted it smaller, just the original 43 and 48. I don't know what caliber you're looking for, but that's a little bit smaller yet than the 43X.
Well, the 43 is 6-1, and it's functionally not any smaller than a standard 365 either. She's limited to 10 rounds or less.
Got you.
But why not peg it, you know.
Yeah, take the 10 rounds. I do the 43 myself. I've shot one and they're very comfortable for me.
Move the farmstead from Maryland.
Hey yo,
Hey-o!
what up, Pat?
Not much.
Pat, you
How
need
you
to
doing,
start coming in here with your what's it called? Your timer, like Jerry Michalak.
Yeah, that's where it comes from.
Yeah.
She says she didn't want to
There's
piss him
there
off. She needs something to knock him down. Take that 9.
there was a meme that says, you know, you broke into some old man's house in the middle of the night, then you hear beep, hey-o.
Oh yeah, I love it.
What are you guys talking about? I came
Um,
in just a couple minutes ago.
nothing real crazy, but
Muffin
You're
hates the
talking.
dagger.
I
You're
don't
talking.
hate the dagger. I don't hate. I had nothing wrong with that dagger other than I'm pretty sure I got shamed by gun tubers for carrying a dagger. Is what really bugged me, and then the unreliability of it. And then the big issue I had was I have a shitload of these Glock holsters I couldn't fucking use it with because it doesn't fit in any of them.
Yeah, that's the biggest. That's the biggest gripe I had with polymer 80s and stuff.
Okay, fill me in on what a dagger is.
Palmetto State Armory's Glock clone. The Gen 3 patent came up on the Glock, so a whole bunch of companies are making Glock clones.
Let's see.
Yeah. I carried it for about a year, a little over a year. I mean, nothing wrong with it. I shot the head off a 2-foot gardener snake with it. But
Yeah,
I give the credit to that to the green dot more than just the gun itself. I shot
I
about
got
10 feet away.
I got shamed for using the S15 mags in my Glock 43X. There was
Why? I think they're awesome.
a bunch of gun tubers are like, "Oh, those are so unreliable. It's nothing but a jam-o-matic when you put nothing but Glock mags."
What are you talking about?
And
Shield mags are those shield arm mags. They're awesome.
yeah, or the S15, yeah, shield arms. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that.
You change
Yeah,
out your mag release to metal. Or
yeah.
yeah. Fuck them. They're retarded. That's an awesome. That's what makes that gun fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Did they actually,
But
was you ashamed after they shamed you, or did you tell them to fuck right off?
it wasn't directed directly at me. I just, I wasn't actually speaking with them.
Observing said you watch Trench Grenade too much. Yeah, Lawfully's on
Yeah,
that grip grips. Randall was carrying one on the trip. Yeah, I had nothing. It was fine. I maybe have gotten the I may have gotten the Red Dawn bug and the DLD After Dark bug and switched straight back to Glock. Which is ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But I basically got to shoot it and carry it for a year and try it out. This is my first optics cut pistol, so it got my feet wet in there, and I know now I'm on board for the dot. So
I've never got the whole idea why people like to shame people. Makes no sense to me.
Oh, just like people bully people.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's peer pressure and community bullying is what it turns into. And at the end of the day, you can offer them a fucking deal and they'll fucking back down. You know, well let's step out here in the alley and fucking throw down with some fucking lead and we'll see who's who, bitch. And they never show up. So back up your shit talk.
well, I ain't gonna show up either if you got the freaking landing strip with double 1911s with your suspenders over there, Mac.
Gonna say.
I'm pretty good with that 1911, boys.
And if you're not, you're gonna start clubbing me with it.
Yeah, when I run out of ammo, it's a good club too.
Yeah, I
Work them
tell you
over
what.
like a baby seal.
With the introduction, of course, I do want to see. I'm really interested to see DLD's round count on that new Ruger X. I think if I would buy another one that's not a Glock, I think the Ruger. I think Lawfully's right because right, yeah, that new the Ruger XRM
Yeah.
or whatever the hell it is. Yeah, thank you. Because it fits your mag, it fits your holsters, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and B, from the sounds of it, Lawfully is very impressed with the way they did it. Something with their frame they did correct is what you thought, Lawfully, if I remember right.
Yeah. Fits holsters right because I didn't mess with the physical dimensions of the frame or the slide.
Right, and Magpul reliability. Just saying, the lowers Magpul. So
Yeah, DLD's all over it because of the trigger module can be swapped into other frames.
Yep.
But I'm getting like ACR vibes from that. Like they promised all these mag conversions for that rifle, and then none of them ever came to fruition.
right,
Or not caliber changes is what I meant.
Yeah,
None of it
that's
ever
different
came to
though.
fruition.
yeah. Modern said him,
The,
prepared citizens, and grunt proof were all carrying budget gear through the swamps, and none of it failed. Yeah, I got nothing bad to say about budget gear. I mean, I have a lot of budget gear. I just uh, I want that Gen 5 Koa would be the end of the story on it, but um,
Oh, who was it? Who's that guy that died from ALS?
James Yeager.
Yeah, James Yeager, tactical response. He was the one that was poo pooing all over those S15 mags,
Yeah, and
and
that was the first gen ones.
it was him and somebody else.
James Yeager died.
Yeah.
yeah,
2 years ago.
I didn't know that.
Yes,
I
sir.
met him probably about 20 years ago.
yeah. R.I.P. that. But this is what I kind of wanted to talk about was the DOJ. Gee, the flight they've released. Okay, so the Epstein list. They said something about it was going to come out yesterday, and then it didn't. And now they pulled in influencers off of what was it, X or TikTok, some shit like that. I understand them circumventing the news so they can't get their spin on it. Mm, but at this point, I think I really agree with the dude who drops what is that S2 underground or whatever. What's that guy's name?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. It's public knowledge if it's been released. Okay, release the full fucking list. You don't even need to fucking put it on the news or whatever. Put it on the fucking White House main page. Like,
Yeah.
if you really want to get it out there, just drop it. I don't think that you need to. Of course, I don't know the full story. You know, maybe the FBI is not cooperative, and they said that they had more lists all of a sudden now, or maybe an incomplete list or something. Maybe I don't know if the FBI is scrubbing shit out of it. Whatever. Give us the fucking list. Don't do it in segments. Don't do it to make. The next problem I have with it is if you give it to certain people to influence the internet and get views and stuff, well, their shit's going to grow. And then you
Yeah.
can play favoritism on what side you want or the other. Okay, we've already dealt with that the last fucking how many years with legacy media. They're literally doing what we fucking hate. Everybody do. Like, why do we have to talk censored on fucking YouTube? It's because of that bullshit. You're literally doing it the same, but we like it. Like some people I've been listening to and just, you know, water cooler talk in the office and stuff. They're like, oh, yeah, that's so awesome. I'm like, dude, you literally have been bitching about this for 12 fucking years about how they treat all of our other shit on the news, especially with, like this guy's a Trump diehard. I'm like, you've been the one bitching about every little fucking thing they've been running his name through the mud on. I'm like, this is the same fucking thing, just on the other shoe, just on the other foot.
Yep.
It ain't the right way to do it.
Well, the trouble is the DOJ did release what they have. I don't like that they only gave it to certain people. They should have just fucking broadcast it worldwide.
Well, and
Just
they
let
didn't
anybody who
give it
wants to
all.
look at it.
Like the
Well,
articles, they gave in
that's the
segments or some shit.
No, the problem is the FBI it did not give them all the documents. The FBI, Tim Pool said the FBI's gone rogue. There was a whistleblower came out like 2 or 3 days ago and said the FBI's been destroying evidence ever since Kash Patel got confirmed.
Oh, I'm sure. But
Yep.
The New York field office is supposedly has thousands of more documents that they never turned over.
And with that, I'm going to give a shout out to a big channel that I listen to. And sometimes, lately, I've been about 50-50 on his content, but he has a good message, and it's the Prepared Homestead, Travis.
Yeah.
He's a really big channel. He's the only one I hear talking about the internal struggle with the civil WW trace on American soil, and it's deep state, these Democratic paid off people, and all the blue haired people, and they've been getting feisty, bro. Like,
The blue hairs are useful idiots.
yeah, but
They're just lemmings.
there are plenty of blue hairs that get probably way more gun training than most people on this fucking panel right now.
Yeah, look at the SRA. It's the
They're-
Socialist Rifle Association.
Yep, and
the John Brown Gun Club.
there's big
Yeah.
pockets funding these guys, and look at Muffin Top. Muffin Top is not getting paid by anybody to shoot, and I am trying to conserve my ammo to keep as many rounds, and I'm fucking dry fire practicing, walking on a treadmill, sitting on my ass, doing a fat fucking deal, and fucking
All right.
tap rack banging, and opposed to
Yeah.
going out to the range.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like, they got money behind them, and that translates to useful training.
They did as long while that we still had USAID. Now all that funding's drying up. Have you noticed the protesters have calmed way the fuck down?
Yeah, but it's about to be summertime again, man. That's when processing season picks up. They don't like the weather, so if it's raining or snowing, they don't want to get out of their grandma's basement or whatever.
Well, the funding for all those buses and a lot of those people do get paid to show up and bust in and given food and shit. All that shit's dried up. Turns out we've been funding it the whole time. Is what it looks like, anyways.
Same with
even if we.
Sorry, I'm gonna pin this one.
It'll be a lot fucking harder to do that stuff now because it's being watched. Like, it's not that people on the inside didn't know that wasn't happening before. It was just that they either were part of it or they didn't care. Now that there's Doge and now that Trump has all the players in place, they care. They're going to watch for that.
Yeah. Grit and Gray said, "Why do we need a task force for the JFK shit? Just put it out there." Yeah. Fucking same.
I think they need to air all that dirty laundry.
I agree, man. They need some vitamin D to get rid of that shit.
The problem and the argument that they will make, the justification that they will make for being as tepid about what they release on all of these secret files is they have to parcel through it and determine what will and won't compromise active investigations or compromise any oh, help me, Pat. I know you know what I'm thinking. The words are failing me.
Means and method or something like that of
yeah,
how they investigate things.
Right.
But it's when did this happen? It was 1964. Is that right?
Yeah, like everybody on there is fucking dead. Like, okay,
yeah,
63, I think, because it was before he got reelected.
Yes, 1963. I don't give a fuck about the means and the method, or there are no fucking active investigations from 1963. Come on.
Right.
They just need to dump all that shit, like, internet wide.
Grit and Gray, I would get in on a Mantis. I just would allocate my money elsewhere at the moment.
If I wish I was rich, I would send you that blue ops laser trainer. That thing's badass.
I wish everybody in here was rich so we could not be talking about this bullshit on the internet, and we'd be like fucking just doing patrols at our compound, and we'd be fine.
Yeah, we'd be sipping some Budweiser around a bonfire right now on a giant compound in the middle of the country somewhere.
Like me and 60 and my fucking closest homies not worrying about shit.
What up, Big Renzo? Your new name here. Welcome.
Yeah. What it do, Big Renzo? Thanks for hopping in, my dude.
I always
But yeah,
joked with the wife if we hit the lotto, I'd buy one of those missile silos. And I'd build like a little tiny log cabin right on top of that sucker. Have a nice elevator.
there's a bunch of them being bought up in Kansas right now that they're putting 15 families in a pop. Guy's making out like mad. He's getting like 1.5 million or something like that per family per missile silo. He's they got enough room for like 200 some odd security, and then like a green room like that you can grow all your vegetables, like a track and field and football and livestock section, and then your pods for your families, and then like yeah, it's fucking crazy.
I have concerns about a system like that. Like these rich people just buy into something like that. And if you do have people there that are security, like what function are those rich people going to have in the end of days? If everything went perfectly and all 15 families made it there and they shut the door, like what are they going to sit back and just like eat?
Hey man, not my problem.
No.
I'm not putting my family in that situation.
Right. It's just like, have you guys watched the Homestead, the movie and the show that's out?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Not yet.
Uh, it's Film Plus on your phone. You can watch all the movies and shit for free.
Yeah, I know. There's a bunch of shit like that. We are on the road to
But
1,000.
Is that an
anyway,
app?
yeah, that's an app you can get on your phone. You can watch whatever the hell you want for free.
All right, thank you.
Film-
I'll definitely get that.
But anyway, in the last part of the series that I watched is everyone was all up in arms because the guy that was in charge of security made a bad decision, and they're like trying to throw him out. And they said, "Well, your family can stay, but you have to leave." And he's like, him and all the security guys, which are his buddies, are like, "You really think that's what's going to happen?"
Right. Like, you get the fuck out, bro.
Like we're the ex-military, and we have we have the guns. So what did you think was going to happen at this meeting? That's how I feel about that silo thing. Like if I'm part of that security team, I'd be like, I mean, I guess I'd be using the rich people as slave labor to grow the vegetables or something.
Shit. Compost, maybe. But yeah, I don't know. That's their
And
decision and their money. I mean,
that's a huge like. Do you even know the other people that have bought? Like the first person that bought in there should have to approve the second, and then the first and the second should have to approve the third, and then the first three should have to approve the fourth. Like you don't even know who's going to show up.
Yeah.
Like a practice bringing on extra, like a law practice bringing on extra.
firms.
No,
Partners.
partners. Yeah, partners.
That's got to be one of the toughest things, like bringing any group together. Like if even if there's an obvious leader, like yeah, this is my property. Well, when 100 people show up and you've got your whole group together and you're nice and strong, I just feel like leadership would be questioned. And
You gotta do it. You gotta do it Walking Dead style. You have to have a council, no one leader, bro.
yeah, I feel like during normal times when shit's not going bad, you can have a council of people that are elected by everyone. But then as soon as the first bullet flies, there's got to be one person in charge of the whole thing. Dictator for a day when the bullets start to fly. Somebody's got to be in charge. You can't get the council together to, figure out what to do.
Tactical leadership. What up, Brian Knight? Thanks for swinging this way.
The group that I used to be a part of, our commander, was just this young guy, and the only reason he was the commander is because he was the first one there. I mean, we had military vets there that probably should have been in charge of the whole shit, but because the other guy was there first, I mean, he was a contractor. He didn't have any like real. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
No resume.
Yeah.
No receipts.
I vote Maccabeus.
Mac, you're the leader. We're coming over.
Well, you're welcome.
We'll
You
make,
can come on over.
we'll make him one of
There's always
those.
room for another muffin top.
Hell yeah.
Make him one of those thrones. Carry him around.
Hell yeah.
Well, I think there would have to be a leader, but you always fall into the situation of it becoming a dictatorship and somebody being out of control, especially if that dictator, that leader, has a larger circle of friends that supporting him type thing. So then the majority of the people are not necessarily outnumbered, but they're outgunned. I don't know. There's a lot of things can go wrong in a group setting like that where people come together. Even like Joe Fox. And I ain't throwing no shade at him. I don't know if y'all are familiar with him, Viking Preparedness.
Oh yeah.
And he's got his deal going on down in the mountains, and he's like the leader of it all. But even in that situation, if things went really bad, there's a chance that some of the people there could overthrow him, And I guess you run into that in anything. I've wrestled this whole scenario for 30 years, and I don't have a perfect answer for any of it.
It's tough.
It is tough.
How much time are we taking off our lives fixating about all of it too?
Yeah. Let's just talk every day.
I like the concept of kind of like the Indians had, maybe a chief with some elders, the original definition of anarchy. But I don't know,
Yeah.
even it has flaws in it. Everybody has to be on board. The big thing is everybody's got to be committed to each other, and it's hard to do that without instilling some kind of dictatorship, or I don't know if that's the right word, a militarization of the group. Because that's why Marines, well, I use them for example, they're willing to die for each other. You may hate the guy next to you because he stole fucking $5 in the last poker game or whatever, but out there in the foxhole, your life depends on him. And you got to have that kind of connection throughout the whole group. So you're not having people trying to overthrow the group, because just as soon as that kind of shit starts, the group falls apart.
Right. Well, I think Lawfully nailed it on the head. Like, my channel's view is, yeah, it's fun to talk about this stuff and war game it, but at the end of the day, you know what you're going to need every single day? You're going to need another pack of butt wipe. You're going to need another can of bean seed. You're going to need to cut 10 more pounds so you can have a healthier, better life. You're going to need all that shit. So that's why old Muffin Top doesn't just shit through fucking subscribers, because I don't have all the fancy gun porn shit all over my stuff. Yeah, we talk about guns and stuff. It's fun. I mean, that's we all obviously dig the Second Amendment and guns, and that's just dude talk and lady talk, But at the end of the day, what's going to help you even more is maybe getting an extra fucking house payment in, or like, paying off that bill so you don't have debt. Fucking cutting 20 pounds off your muffin top so you can maybe live an extra fucking 20 minutes with your family. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And as far as YouTube and your channel, you're at like 700 or something like that right now. And how long you been on? A couple of years?
A little over a year.
Yeah, you're doing pretty good, man. It took me 5 years to get up to 700. And
shit, now I feel awesome.
Yeah, most of my growth hasn't even came from other channels sharing me, because most people haven't shared any of my shit. Most of my growth came from the algorithm, like on my making stuff out of scrap, especially my lamp videos.
Mm-hmm.
That's where all my views and all my subs are coming from. But when you grow small like that, you develop a core of people that are kind of loyal to your channel, and you're loyal to them. Not necessarily as you're the leader, but you're just a group of people on the internet that are loyal to each other.
Yeah, that's what I said that the other day. Is Rip Curl said, "Butt wipe, be a man, use your hand, and maybe some soap if you need for that muffin top." That's funny. Yeah. Hey man, in my dollar store bug out video, I said I wasn't grabbing toilet paper. I grabbed 2 brown washcloths, bro, and I said that's my butt wipe. I'm gonna wash them and keep going.
Yep.
Um,
I'll be like the bear and use rabbits.
there you go. Hell yeah, muffin wipes. Brian Knight said, so I heard some gun channels say something about being a pro 2A EO. Is this true? I don't know what that means.
Executive order.
Oh.
Executive officer. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I heard something about Trump was saying
He
something
told him
about
last.
that.
He told him last week to like ease up on the treading and review all this past administration's um, rule changes.
Hmm.
Teresa liked my
That's
joke.
That's backfiring though.
I like
The one lawyer on YouTube was saying about how he has a brace, pistol brace case going through the courts right now, and they're like, "Oh, we
Mhm.
need to put this all on hold because of that executive order." And he's like, "I'm about to wipe the floor with these fools," and they just want to put everything on hold because of that executive order.
those bastards.
I don't think it stops any pending legislation the other direction. It's to make them ease up on where they're at, like not pushing for any more any more of of their rulemaking or their ambiguous or their interpretation of ambiguous verbiage. The
Yeah,
Chevron
I mean,
difference
yeah,
being thrown out.
that was the intention of the executive order, but the fucking swamp is trying to manipulate it the way
Yeah,
they always do.
they always lawyer speak it and try to fuck you left, right, and center. I mean, it's just what they do. It's what they're good at. It's fucking us, taking our fucking money and doing whatever with it. Um, but yeah, at the end of the day, um, yeah, we had talked about that. I said, I'd rather have 1,000 people that are here, mostly all the time. Like from my view count, most of my subs actually watch my shit, Mac, and a lot of people are regulars and show up and in the Discord and stuff. Like we're all making little changes. Like we do free preps and catch clearance deals and shit, and we post that stuff all the time. And like everybody's group, their singular household, or if they're just a dude starting out or a widow, whatever. Like everybody's getting better. Everybody's stacking something, even if it's like I did that $5 a week prep because everybody can scrounge $5, right? Like if you got to cut out eating the fast food or whatever, that's probably better for you anyway. Cut out your freaking Big Mac and go to the dollar store and buy preps with it, right? Um, you'll be better off. Just like Backwoods says, like do something better every single day, even if it's like 1 can, 1 pound, one extra freaking cup of water down your body, right? Hydrate. So that means 1,000 people getting better, 1,000 families making progressive steps would mean way more to me than 100,000 subs that are just fucking bots.
Other than when it comes to that sweet, sweet YouTube money.
Yeah. Boy, I can't wait. Can't wait
Yeah,
for YouTube to take their 40% off the top or whatever.
yeah. You have to get pretty large to actually make any money on YouTube, like over 100,000 subs.
Yeah.
A smaller channel could do it if they had just astronomical views, but if you got the views, your subs are going to grow too. So
Yep.
I
What
don't.
we need to do is be the biggest self producers we can be, because that means we remove the most dependence possible, which is food. Every single population in existence has been controlled by food and or war because of scarcity thereof resources, right?
Yeah.
If you produce as many of your own inputs as possible, you remove yourself. That's the biggest F you, and I've said it once, I've said it a million times. If you have 100 jars that you garden, you clean, you butchered, whatever, if you have 100 freaking jars on your pantry that you didn't go to the store and buy, that's the best way to escape the system, is because you can feed yourself. $100 cans, people. We can all go buy 100 cans. Go catch a sale. 100 cans. You're 90% better than most people out in the real world. 100 boxes of pasta, 100 jars of sauce, man. Go jars, not cans for sauce. What up, Ghost Shadow?
One of the best things I found to store as far as buying food is a box of them Dollar Tree mac and cheese, shell mac and cheese, and a can of Jack mackerel. There's a meal for one person. And back before COVID, slightly after, you could get that was $2 for that whole meal, and that's a pretty cheap meal. And
yeah, it could be two meals even. That's a couple big meals.
Yeah, depending on how big of an eater you are.
Yep.
And that's what I always did. I haven't actually bought food to store for I don't know, 3 or 4 years. I've got so much.
Yeah, I like Bear Independence outlook on it. Pick 7 meals that your family's actually going to eat, and then like spaghetti's the easiest one. A jar of spaghetti sauce and a fucking pound of spaghetti. Okay, go buy 52 of them. Okay, 52 jars and 52 boxes of pasta. You can now eat pasta once a week for a whole year. That's a fucking meal, bro. Like, figure out whatever you want. Pick your 7 meals so you can rotate it. There's your food.
we saw that video. We did that. But I put it in Mylar bags and buckets.
And we've actually 2 deer ain't enough. Muffin Top has a household of 3, and we eat through 6 deer typically if I can shoot that many. But this year I came up bingo, so I actually have to buy beef this year. But we still buy beef on top of it. We still buy chicken. It's nice to have the deer and the quail, but wild game gets real quick, just like the Great Depression, man. Like they get pretty wise, especially when you get a bunch of people out there that don't know what they're doing hunting. Spook it off. And
they were actually we actually almost made the whitetail deer extinct during the Depression.
Mm-hmm.
That's where your game laws come from.
Well, that's one thing that I think will be different this time is we're going to have turf wars this time. I don't think it'll be like the Great Depression because you didn't have like people shooting each other over food. But like here in the area where I live, people actually idolize deer. They'll call you in for driving down a gravel road too slow because they think you're out there poaching. And I believe there will actually be turf wars over areas just because of the wildlife.
Mm-hmm. My family's been hunting here for 48 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Grit and Grace, you're correct. Elbow macaroni does work better for Mylar. Don't Mylar up spaghetti. I agree with you there. Old Man Butt Wrinkle says NEA has over 100,000 subs. The only money he gets is from Super Chat money. Yeah, man. That's the thing, man. They shadow ban the shit out of gun tubers.
Well, and they demonetize you for saying the wrong thing.
Yeah, I think that's why he switched to more like the comic book and geek and the movie and stuff chats instead of so much gun stuff, because just to exist, right?
I've seen several channels that would have like 4,000 or 5,000 subs, and you go look through their channel, and they might have 80 to 100 views on their videos, and you're like, well, they got that many subs. Why is their view count so low? And you scroll through all their shit, and then you'll find a gun video that had like 20,000 views.
Mm-hmm.
And that's people seen that video, and so they sub, but the rest of their content's nobody's watching.
Yeah, the sex appeal brings them in, but
That's fake, if you ask me.
It's like an old school Playboy. They come for the titties, but they don't stay for the gentleman's articles.
Yeah.
I prefer the gentleman's articles. Penthouse was way better. Go Chef said tactical muffin top can't eat fish out the river because assholes in government allowed uranium mine to dump their waste. Oh, what the fuck, dude? That's bullshit.
I know currently Pennsylvania, some of the waterways are getting inspected because the fish went belly up.
Damn. Prepared Citizens, what's up, brother? I'm sending you a link.
Yeah, you shouldn't eat.
But
You shouldn't eat anything that comes out of the Chesapeake Bay.
yeah, Lawfully had a
That's
very
a-
good comment up there. We get a lot of canned food from fucking China, man.
That's the one thing gives
It,
me the heebie-jeebies about some of the stuff like the Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
Almost all of their like store brand food, like the off-brand stuff, comes from China or India. I just
Yeah, I know, man. Everybody's trying to
I
make
mean,
their
I'm not
dollar stretch, and I preach that.
not
I don't
saying
do
I
that.
wouldn't eat it if I weren't hungry, but right now, while I have the choice to pick where it came from,
Yeah. I wish I had a Mormon cannery around me because I'd probably just exclusively buy all my shit from them. If you guys have that option, do it because that'd be what's up. What up, Mark Legion? How you doing, brother?
my old
Mormon or
my old
LDS.
company that I used,
Yeah, that too. Go for it.
the old company that I worked for, they had a terminal out in Utah, Salt Lake City, Utah, and we found one of those places. We came, our whole top bunk was nothing but boxes of freeze-dried food and stuff from them.
Heck yeah. Pat, I got a question that I want to rattle against you. Now that you and your wife are switching your lifestyle up, are you going to increase stash locations along your route to and fro if you're going to be running roughly the same route, and B, are you guys going to add an extra collapsible bike for your wife?
The bicycle, I haven't gotten that far yet. I really, really want an electric bike for her.
Yeah. Well, they work. I mean, electric bikes. While the threat of EMP is fairly low, when the battery dies, it's just weight, right? Which I mean, I guess you could rip the battery off and chuck it, but I think electric bikes would be the shit for both y'all. That saves you a lot of calorie expenditure.
Yeah, that was a big thing in that Homestead movie. They're buzzing around on electric bicycles.
Yeah, I think they're pretty cool.
Well, how long does it take one of them to charge?
Depends,
Probably a few hours off of wall power.
right? But I don't know if you could charge them with like a trifold, like an Anchor solar panel or something.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If you're bugged out on it and no grid to hook up to, you'll probably be sitting in one spot for 2 days trying to get enough battery juice to go another 4 or 5 hours.
Well, you can pedal them if the battery's dead, but then you have the weight of the battery. That's the
Yeah.
shitty part, and then the gears.
And the real nice ones have brake regeneration too. So every time you're hitting the brakes or even drifting down a hill, it's actually recharging. But those are the really nice ones.
Ghost Shadow said when they left Alaska, they had 90 cases of canned smoked salmon. I got damn tired of fish. Man, send some of that my way. I'm down for that smoked salmon. Horseback for grit and grace. Nothing wrong with a horse. You got to keep them running, and eventually they will. I mean, they wear out, right? The injury, and they
I
need
bet
their own.
horses get eaten.
Yeah, I'd eat the shit out of a horse.
I bet you would.
Well, the way you're looking at that lawfully is probably not the proper way. I would eat a horse off of a grill.
From behind.
There's a company here in Texas that work on electric off-road bikes that do 45 mile an hour. That's badass. I'd hop on board with that. That'd be sick. Kind of thought about them for out where I hunt. Be kind of cool.
Howdy, Corey.
What up, Corey? Everything we buy is from China. Yeah, no shit. Or Taiwan, or not from
Not
fucking America.
not everything, but you can slow down and make informed decisions on your purchases. And I'm not saying that I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm an active hypocrite. We all are.
You bastard. Jay said horse burgers. He knows what's up. I sent you a link, Jay, if you want to hop in.
I am gonna hop off and head to bed. 30:10.
Yeah, I was looking at it. It's 9:15. I'll go for a little bit.
Rest easy, Bob.
Yeah, I'll lurk in the chat.
See you, Sideshow Bob. Oh, my butt wrinkle says he wants one of the AWD e-bikes with an extra battery. I'll check that out. What do you guys think? Yeah. I don't know if that was a brand or. There's like 8
Wouldn't that
million.
be four-wheel drive?
E-bike. Oh, the fat tire conversion. Yeah, there's somebody. There's a couple people around one of the towns that I hang around. They got one of these. They run back and forth from their like neighborhood to Walmart, and that makes a lot of sense. If you were putting around in town and didn't have a long way to go, like even if you were like 4 or 5 miles from work or whatever, I would say fuck driving the car. I'd just drive an e-bike every day. That'd be badass. Like, I understand New York, it makes a lot of sense, but their infrastructure is also not made for it. When all those old apartment buildings, they get a lot of fires because they plug in these charge and they don't have the amps in their wire rated for it. Who is pressure washing their butthole?
Not me. I'm rolling a cigarette.
Oh. Barbecue horse salad, horse tacos.
All right, Bubba.
He was raised on a horse farm, a horse boat. Can't plow a field with an e-bike. That's true. You could do it with a 4-wheeler though. You wreck a bike going 45 mile an hour, you're a goner. Yeah, it probably wouldn't feel very good. You're probably right, Anthony. Oh, you're about to go to bed? That's cool, man. Yeah, we need to do another chat one of these days. Maybe I'll do it on your channel because you're doing way better than Muffin Top, but that's all good. It ain't real hard to do. You got cool shit to sell. Which, by the way, if you guys need medical, I've been buying a lot of shit from Jay. And radios. Jay's all about them radios. But what do you think, guys? Any closing statements? Anything else about the Epstein list that bugs you? I know the next thing. Don't you have 4K to burn? On what? No. I spend my money wisely, sir.
I found it very interesting that Gene Hackman, he was 95 years old, and his wife was 63, Betsy, and their dog were all 3 found dead in their home in Arizona.
Yeah, I see that.
Makes me kind of think he might have been tied to that Epstein list somehow.
Yeah. I'm not betting on anything yet, but I had heard carbon monoxide could be a factor.
They were found in different places.
Different places?
That was my immediate. Yeah, like they weren't all cuddled up in bed together.
Oh, that's what I thought.
They were found in 3 separate locations, and the latest scuttlebutt I had seen released was that they were found in, I forget the words used to describe it, a weird state of being.
They got schwacked for sure then.
Mummified was one term I saw used.
I ain't spending 4K on an e-bike. Hell no, man. Butt wrinkles. I'm a cheap ass. I'll pedal my fat ass on a regular bike for $100.
Yeah.
Well, they sell kits where you can buy just a wheel. You can buy just a wheel, like the hub is the actual motor of it.
Right.
and you can just throw it on any bike.
Well, that's actually coming in the electric motor market. The hub motor is starting to become the dominant factor, opposed to just having like a shaft driven motor where you put like a shiv on it, like the direct drive on the shaft, opposed to having your motor with a separate drive, is really coming into the market strong. So that's about to pretty much take over the market. Ask me how I know, because I use a lot of electric motors.
Isn't that how all those hybrid cars work? Like they're direct drive
Yeah, they
with the
got
gas engine?
Yeah, they got 4 direct drive motors on each tire, basically, or one on each tire, which is pretty wild. But that's also where a
No,
lot of their weight comes from.
I'm not talking hybrids. Or, I mean, I'm not talking all electric. I'm talking hybrids.
Oh yeah.
The hybrid, the gas motor is tied. There's no transmission in it. Just it's direct drive to the front axle.
Right. Old man butt
I've
wrinkles
always
keep
thought
staying.
that one of them DC motors off of one of the bigger winches,
Deuces, Jay.
with the gear, the gear reduction on it, because that they have a gear head in there with the gear reduction. I've always thought something like that on a bicycle would work okay.
Yeah,
I just don't know how long the
there was
battery
a
would last.
guy who did that with his Prius. He was a high up scientist, and he got schwacked. He got into a car wreck, quote unquote, a couple weeks later, because his gear ratio was like 96.7% efficient, so he was almost running the car for free. Well, I don't know if you understand the oil industry, but they can't allow that to happen. So
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, it's not just the oil industry anymore. They've transitioned. They're the power industry.
yeah, I know they own green and they own all of the industry. It's messed up. Go Shadow just spent $35K to replace the deck on the back of the house. One contractor wanted $55K. Jesus Christ, Go Shadow, fucking loaded. That's crazy.
55K for the deck. Is that what he said?
Spent $35K on it though.
Nice deck.
Yeah, no shit. You got a big deck now, don't you, Go Shadow?
The biggest deck.
The biggest, strongest deck out there.
All the ladies want to jump on your deck.
All the ladies want to party on your deck all night long, don't they? Matt got it.
Sorry, that was funny shit.
Okay,
I almost
here's the layout.
spit.
Gene Hackman was found dead near the front door. Wife in the bathroom. The dog somewhere else. Dead for nearly 2 weeks. Dang, dude, they for sure got schwacked.
Yeah, there's some hokey shit going on there.
Yeah, that's messed up. I hadn't heard any of that yet. Of course, when I seen it, it was this morning, so that there wasn't a whole lot of details on it. But I'm going to try and get some of this forward sleep put into my sleep piggy bank here for my elusive weekend that I got going on. I don't know what else I'm doing, but I'm going to try and move my washer and dryer. I got to do some plumbing and move some electrical around. Move my electrical out of my main box upstairs, move it in a sub panel down here, and do a whole bunch of bullshit. So that'll be fun. Smaller
Yankee
than
Marshall?
the original when it was rotten. Oh, that sucks. What?
He said Yankee did the same recently. I was asking if he's talking about Yankee Marshall. TYMMP.
I have never watched Yankee Marshall, if I'm being honest. I watched like one time just to see what like Matt was talking about because he was on there or whatever, and I don't know as if I can really stand that guy.
He has his moments.
I guess, but it sure wasn't when I was watching. He was all like, when I was watching, I think he was like talking mad shit on everything that wasn't a wheel gun, and he had his wall of wheel guns behind him, and I'm like, man, obviously you like wheel guns, like that's cool, but it's not.
He's got lots of slide guns.
I don't know. I haven't watched the guy enough but it wasn't for me.
He's just a different kind of gun owner than you.
Yeah, I understand. Yankee put a deck on a while back too. Cost about the same if I remember correctly. Jesus. He said he got a smaller deck than the one that was rotted out. He got a smaller deck. He
The
paid
cost
for
of
that
lumber.
production.
But you got high quality deck.
Yeah. It's not the size of the deck, it's how you use it.
That's right.
That's funny.
All right, boys, I gotta jump.
I
gotta record a video before I.
Yeah, Pat has to
leave,
put
so.
up 30 more fucking videos. Make the rest of us feel bad. I don't know how to tell you all this, but
No.
you're
You're
probably
doing
not
great,
getting any
Pat.
more. You're not getting any more Muffin Top videos this week, probably.
Have a good one, Pat.
No, I got caught without my safety chains on my dolly as I was trying to leave the gate, and I got in big trouble. So now I have to make a video walking around the truck, doing my walk around.
Yeah, you're grounded.
Yeah.
See you, man.
All right. Peace. Y'all be nice.
No.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody. I appreciate you swinging by here. Make sure you like, share, sub to the Tactical Muffin Top channel. Check me out on Rumble. Check me out on the Instagram. Same name as here. We got 22 watching, one on the Rumble, 21 on the YouTube. I appreciate everybody being here. Y'all are sexy. Have a great evening. Make sure you do what you can to prep. You know, if it's doing an extra 100 push-ups, you can prep for free. Get out and walk a mile. Like, it don't cost money to prep. Your body's your best prep that you can do. Work on it. Do what you can with what you got. Stack that ammo to the rafters, homies, because you're gonna need ammo and food, but you're gonna need food way before the ammo. So, deuces, everybody.
Absolutely. Later.
Long, long live the Republic.
Hell yeah, brothers. All right. Now that Pat's doing a video, I better do a video real quick.
You're still live.
No, I'm not. It says delete room.
It says
It
live on
100%.
mine.
Man, now Pat knows I got to do a super secret squirrel video. Okay. I love you, Pat.
Good night, everybody.
Are we still live? I can't exit the room.
We're 100% still live.
Oh my God.
There's about a 7-second delay. They're going to start commenting saying that we're still live.
It wants me to keep going. Blasphemy. I got to go out and go back in.
Grit and Grace said, yes, you are still live. I told
Well,
you.
y'all stay safe and have a good one.
You too, Mac. I hope you get to feeling better.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me on.
We're glad to have you.
Good thing
I guess I'm just going to hang up.
Good thing I
Good
didn't
night,
say
everyone.
something embarrassing. Good Lord.
I know. They knew about your warts.
Oh no. All right. See you, everybody. What wards?